Welcome back. It's fall harvest time. Right now we're getting ready to run our food grade soybeans. You can see pretty much where the real bad weeds start and go that way. All the water hemp and mare's tail and big stuff that the non-GMO chemicals for basically the non-grassy stuff. That's all the food grade stuff that we can't kill it. And then the next bit over, that's all Liberty soybeans. So that's a clean field. But we got to get the combine all swept out and spit shine, so that way there's no soybeans in here that are not food grade. Or not. Our Case IH 1020 30-foot auger head, flex head. He's just going to get hooked up here so you can see it. You see the amount of finesse steering he has to do just to get everything to line up perfectly. See now how it's smooth there. Finally got it picked up without the groove. Get her picked up all the way. Now he can back out and we can get it hooked up. On these PTO shafts, it depends if you're lucky or not. Sometimes you have to turn them, sometimes they don't turn very easy. It kind of depends. This side always turns pretty easy because it's the auger, and the auger is a pretty easy thing to turn. The sickle bar, and not so much. After we get all these hooked up, we have to put the snoots on yet. And then we've got a couple 10-hour circuits to hit on the combine and the bean head, and then we're ready to go. Our daily 10-hour grease fittings. So. Done. It all fit in one hopper. I'm not really surprised because I mean a hopper full is 280 bushels. It would have to yield over 80 bushel to the acre to fill this hopper up with plenty of room. So now comes the fun part where we're going to try and put this in totes. It didn't get it clean enough for my liking. We'll probably still have to run it through a cleaner before we plant, but that's okay. Sam's got Waldo out there with some big totes and pallets, and we're gonna get this auger put where we want and just get it unloaded into wagons. Like this is what makes this job take all day long. We got it all combined. There's 5 acres around this patch here, and ironically the amount of seed we have sitting here on these pallets will be enough seed to plant all the beans we plant in a year, because we don't plant a whole lot of beans, but 1, maybe 2 of those will plant this entire field, including all those. So we got Sam over here on Dumpy. He's gonna swirl around there, over here. We're gonna take Waldo here and load all these 5 up. There's another one sitting in the combine yet. I don't know what I want to do with it. Don't really need it. I've already got one in the barn. That'll make 6, so that'll be plenty. We'll see. I might unload it yet, but it won't be tonight. So if not, we can always sell it on the market. It's not a big deal. So it's so funny how much smaller everything looks next to the combine. But we're gonna just hop on Waldo here, fire it up, and load these pallets up quick. Good morning. Today we're gonna be combining some more beans, hopefully, and we're gonna finish up that field that was right next to the food grade. We got the grain trailer here on the pickup instead of the normal truck we haul with, because that truck's getting an engine swap currently, so we just don't load it as full because it's not designed to handle the weight. But it's a little chilly out this morning, so we're going to get started and let it warm up. It's a 98 24 valve with 5-speed. It's got our lowest miles of any of our trucks, but it's probably in the worst shape because it's just a beat up farm truck. Just let it get warmed up here. I'll have to plug the battery back in on the camera here. A little cold, didn't like that. We're gonna do some chores over at this farm, and then we're gonna go over to the next one and get the wagon set up so we can haul 2 loads today before we start combining. So this is our drying wagon right here. This is what we had those wet beans in that I recorded some on Saturday. I don't know if I'll put that in. I don't even know if you could hear me during it, but we took the moisture test on Saturday. It ended up being about 13.5%. We can take them into the elevator at 13. It's been drying for 2 more days. So we're going to go get this set up underneath the transfer auger, so when Dad gets back, we can put it all back in the truck and he can take it to town. First we got to move the Super 88 and then move the 100, neither of which, well, this doesn't have a block heater. That does, but that wasn't plugged in, so a couple cold starts this morning. It should be all right. It ain't that cold yet. But see, not too bad. Slowly but surely filling the truck up. Alrighty, we're back in the combine. Wait. We're back in the combine here. We're gonna get her started up. A little chilly out. Combine's already full yet from last night, so we're gonna throw this hopper full in and then go run off some more to top him off, and well, I'll check the beans before we do that, but it might be a go time for today. So, filling her up. I need to clean my windows pretty bad, but I can see out of them still, so why waste the time? Unloading another one. Just about done with this field here by the house. We just got to get this wagon full. We got one more wagon to get filled up in the truck, and then we should be able to move to the next field yet this evening. Full loads only. The combine's empty, but that's because we're going to go move it down the road. So that wagon's plumb full, and that truck's about as full as we're willing to get it for as far as weight goes. So that's it for this field. Well, we moved fields and I ran off another hopper full, and it's now, oh boy, almost 8 o'clock. So we're almost half an hour after dark now. They weren't getting tough yet. Moisture wasn't getting too high, so we kept going. But now the hopper's full, so I cut out a little corner here so we can get the truck in. Yeah, my pickup truck's all the way at the other end of the field, so I get to walk all the way over there. But for right now, we're just letting the combine cool down. We just got her shut down, so we let it sit here and idle for about 10-ish minutes, and then we'll shut her down and start our walk, I guess.